Oh. Oh. Is it working? Oh. Is it working? I think it is. Not too bad with the lag either. Alright. What's up, guys? Wait. Me. What's up, guys? I'm gonna animate a ragdoll because people keep asking about it. So here we have. You gotta have the stand poser. You gotta have the ragdoll mover. This is the updated version where you can pick non-fish bones by just pressing Alt, which is awesome. You can get it on GitHub. So let's have this scout fall down and land on his feet or something. I don't know. Maybe he falls down, lands, just jumps up back onto his feet. You gotta just... Oh. You gotta figure it out as you go. That's the main thing. Zoop. Let's pose him first. This locks his feet to the ground. IK, inverse kinematics. This makes it so you can move them from the leg and they don't stick to the ground. You can do the same with the hands. Check this shit out. Nah, there we go. The arm follows the hand now. If we disable it, then the hand follows the arm. Yeah, baby. Anyway, let's pose him. You just stand up here. He's like, yeah, I'm the greatest. I'm the best. That's what he says in the game. You should use El Toro's models and face poser because that means you can do this. Oh, 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 oh. But I'm not gonna do that. It's a bit overrated now, so there we go. I'll just make him smile. Maybe give us some teeth. Yeah, lift his nose a little bit. Yeah, open his eyes a little bit. Yeah. Make him a little frown. And then raise his outer eyebrows. Yeah. Give him some cheek. Boom. He is so happy now. Yeah. Look at him. Look at him. Let's just do this. So here he is. Scout. You should have stop motion helper because it's literally impossible to animate without. So get it, punk. He'll just stand here. I can make him look at the camera. No, that's not the eye poser. There it is. Oh, there we go again. Oh, I forget. Boom. Boom. So the face poser, this eye poser's here, yeah. Then I'll move his head first. His head is leading this motion right now. I'll enable ghosts. And then the rest of his body will follow along swiftly. Let me lock the, I always lock the first spine bone and the head. So we can, really animate. Oof, 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 doop, doop, boop. And then so you don't have to move his head every time. He'll just stay stuck. Which is what we want. Also, and give him some, stretch. I think that's the right one I hit. There we go. Do that, and then Ragdoll weight him. So now I can, drag his head around. To smooth out emotion, you should go a frame before it, record, go a frame after it, record, and then delete the middle frame. That'll give some smoothness. I have these things bound, so I can just do this. Boom. There we go, just smooth it out a ton. You really smooth it out. There we go, little subtle animation. Let's make him wave. I'll add some anticipation. By getting his body down. Adding some, I forgot the animation term for it, but I think it's reversals. Actually, no, it's just more squash. Might be. Boom. 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 Let me see how this stream is. Boom. Boom. Let me. Alright, it's going fine. This is a good time to use the Ragdoll stretch. Bam. Kasham. Shagam. Padalam. Really stretch him in. I don't want to squash his head. That's a bit too, like, predictable. Boom. Let me make his arms do this instead. He's whoa. And then whoa. And his hands are gonna be like, whoa. Yo. Yikes. Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket from the Puss in Boots movie. Just fucking banging as hell. If you disagree with that, kill yourself. I'm sorry. What's the TikTok term for it? Unalive yourself? Yeah. That's a way more natural thing to say. I'll have some stretch now. Maybe I don't want it to wave. Maybe I want it to be like he should do a like he's jumping off a ramp. Is it called a ramp? Like those at the when you jump in the water, you jump off a ramp. I don't know. And some more stretch. Maybe make his knees fully extend. And then I'll do this. Then disable him so he can fly. Oops. So he can fly up. Brown. I'll animate his face afterwards, which you can because you have separate layers for that. You have face posing and then eye posing, which is fucking awesome. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Oh. It's a bit more natural. Being able to use the Ragdoll, the fizz gun, that's what it's called, is important. Have more natural poses. With, like, minimal effort, is what I mean. Oops, don't have IK enabled. I'll try and make his hands very flat, so he looks like he's about to dive. A diving board, is that what it's called? Alright. How's it look? More like that. It should be fine. Let me just adjust it. There we go. Bam. 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 Just the last one here. Zoop. Put it in. There we go. Now he's ready to dive. Wait, his thumbs are fucked up. No one's gonna see that. It don't matter. Let's add more anticipation to this. Want it to be like faster here, and then we could do this. No. Do this, and then drag it over here. There we go. Now he's at his apex of his jump. So I can have his limbs move freely again. His legs are a bit adjusted. And then he'll slowly start to descend again. That's when his limbs go even more a plank. That's the correct terminology for it. There we go. His feet are about to hit the ground, so he prepares them. Maybe do it a little before. And now some real big stretch. He's like the funny meme, the long cat. That's a meme, right? That's what the youth likes today, right? Why can't I get his shoulder? Where's his shoulder? Upper arm, shoulder. There we go. That's a godsend. And now, add some IK back to his feet. So, whoa. Ignore that. Make his feet hit the ground again. Whoops. Hit the ground again. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me do this. You can lock different bones to each other. So I'm gonna lock the hand to the other hand. And that was the right hand. So if I grab the right hand with IK enabled, I can move both hands. That's a funny meme, right? Okay. There we go. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Squash and stretch is very important for these characters because they look very stiff if you don't do it. They are cartoon characters. You can't look at Scout and think, this is the most realistic character I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not. It's a cartoon character. This is a cartoon game. And cartoons squash and stretch, so we should adhere to those rules. If you make a Half-Life animation, it should still squash and stretch, but not to this extent. Squash and stretch is just a very important rule that I think people take for granted with source animations. There we go. Maybe lower his root, his pelvis again a little bit more. There we go. There we go. People keep saying GMOD animation is difficult, but I think it's easier than other things. It's easier than SFM for me, at least. I think people just like putting labels on things they have never tried before properly without the right add-ons. And just think, yep, this is my opinion from now on and no one can change it. And I think that's horse. There we go. Get him back to a resting position. Not a resting, but like his main pose. I should have done this pose to pose, but I don't care. No one's gonna watch this either way. Nope, let me a little bit more follow through. This was supposed to be an animation for how to do Ragdoll transitions, but not anymore. You just get to see me animate, which I think some people did want. So I guess this one's for you. There we go. And now he can be in a proper resting pose. This is another one we're gonna smooth out like crazy. Bam. Bam. Oops. Bam. I have an undo button. That's very important. If you make a mistake, you can just press a button, boom. Ain't no mistake no more. Let me make sure his legs are properly stretched out. There we go. Should do. There we go. Now he's... Ah, yeah. It's fine. Let me zoom out the camera a little bit more. Let me just do it like this. That looks stupid. Okay. Boom. Boom, boom. So right here, that should do it. And this is without smoothing. Let me smooth that out real quick. Just go through the frames. Be selective about them. Don't just willy-nilly do it. I've done this for years now, so I know which one to do. I won't do this one because it's a strong pose. But we'll do this one. There we go. There we go. That should be fine then. Yeah. And then instead of having him jump down, I'm just gonna like... He just does this. Oh. Yeah, with these disabled, of course, but whatever, let me do it. Add some more frames, so it's a little bit easier to animate. So we have him here, and there's a little pause, and then... So let me remove these locks. Boom. Boom. You know, boing, boing. And now it's time to do the funny physics. Yeah, let me add some more. How many frames do I have now? What's this frame? 115. I'll just add whatever. I'll add for more. Yep. An important add-on for this, let me save this pose, is sleep and wake. Where is it? Where is it? Where is there? It is. This allows you to, when you hit a ragdoll with it, if you touch it with one thing, even a prop. Oh, he has. I don't know why he has. Oh, that's the physics thing. Yeah, I forgot. I should. Oops. I should. There we go. Should I disable that? You know what? I've saved it. I'll just grab another scout. Scratchy. I've just saved this one, so I guess I'll just reapply it to this one. Reapply it to this one. Boom, boom, boom. Then the funny thing. And he's back. I didn't save the face though, but whatever. Let's see how the physics look now without the ragdoll weight. Exact same. So it's situational, but if you want good physics, you should avoid using ragdoll weight. So it might be... Okay, we have that here. A thing I do often is I use a prop, and since it isn't recorded, I can just remove it afterwards. So I'll do that. We grab the physics recorder. 100 frames. I'd like to do like 1 to 2 frames of like an interval. And we use the sleep and wake. There we go, and record. Now he lands. We just remove this one because it isn't recorded, so whoa. Yeah, we can make this a lot smoother too. He just freezes here. We delete it until he moves. There we go. You can zoom in and out on the timeline to show more frames. There we go. Just select them all. You can select them by holding shift and pressing. I'm just trying to see how it looks like. Oh, that should be good. There we go. Already, we've made some, it's okay. But we can make it better. Grab. Just smooth out the frames between them. Let's animate the camera for a second. I don't use the easing function that much because it's not very useful in ragdolls, but on cameras it's fine. Oh no! Shut up. Let's do this. And then, please, and then go down. Let's Move it like this so I can see what he's doing afterwards. Already we've made some ragdoll transition. Pretty neat. Pretty dang neat. But it's not good enough. You want to see how he lands and then he is animated again. So let's do this. Let's save it. Always be sure to save your shit. So let's have him, when he lands like this, you can see he already has like his legs up like this. Maybe he could kick himself up and then bam, land on the ground again. Just delete these. And now this is the tedious part. I can agree with this. You have to make a new pose and transition that from the ragdoll pose. Dude. Put that ass away, dude. I'll do this again. It's easier for me to animate, so boom. Oh. Boom. And slide down a little bit more. And now, kick. He's kicking himself up like a bad ass. His ass is so bad. There we go. Zoop. We don't care if it looks a bit funky. It's gonna do that until we have like a... Until we have the whole thing done. Nope, I don't think I should do that. I should disable the IKs. There we go. And then, where is his hand? It's buried. Take your hand out of your ass, dude. Embarrassing. That's the wrong hand. Which hand is it? This hand. Yeah. But just pretend that he was like this. There we go. How does this look? You should kick that bit further up. Bam. Do you believe this is GMOD now? Hee. Where's his shoulder? Where is his shoulder? Oh my goodness. It's down here? Oh my god. Dude. You need a massage. It's not even the... Where is it? Where is his shoulder? This gives me a chance to show another cool add-on. Unstretch. Now all the bones should be where they are. I don't use it that often because I stretch them out so much. Unstretching them is a bit of a weird move, but it's very useful if you can't find the bones. Boop. Boop. Make him land on his feet. He's pushed up so much that he's just launched his body upwards. There we go. You can still do a little bit of head stretch, but look, without ragdoll weight. Did I get lied to? Whatever, I guess it's fixed now. Let's cut this. There we go. Oof. Nope. It's falling through. That's somehow where his hand just goes behind like this. There's so much momentum that his hand just keeps going, and the hand is the lightest part of his arm, so it goes last. Ugh, move your dang arm. Improved physics, my ass. There we go. I got the wrong way. Goodness. Oh, he doesn't even... There we go. What? Dude, move your fucking arm. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna happen if you are not careful. You just gotta fix the in-between then. I would go up with his hand still flat. I should be using the Ragdoll move for this, but I also kind of don't care. I didn't use any reference for this, so it's gonna look weird. I'm gonna keep this one. So, do this, and then I'll do the stun stretch, so it looks correct. Oh, he's swinging a bit too fast here. There we go. Direct is the weight. The arms swing. There we go. I should be able to just have him transition to a resting pose now. Well, we can just do... Yeah, I forgot. There we go. We didn't change the face poses, so you can still keep his funny face. Look. That looks weird, right? With his arm. With his arms. That should still be... affected by weight. We'll have them swing. Again. His arms are so dang heavy. There we go. I like making very minor adjustments to really have it feel detailed and fluid. But still, I am a professional. You should not take my advice as 100%. You have to do this to make a GMOD video. Every time. No, you can just stick with a simple animation style. The only thing that's really important with GMOD animations is the story. Like, I will stand by that animation, where GMOD animation is the second part of a video. You should always focus on a good story. It's like having a... You can't just have all the sauce and no meat. You gotta have the meat, bro. Meat is important for you. Unless you're a vegan. In that case, I don't know, make an MMD video. There we go. That's a very natural pose, I think. Whatever. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's a bit too slow. And then, for the finale, the big finale, even more tiny details. Does this look like SFM to you? I'm Cheetan. Can you do this in SFM? I don't know. You probably can't do this, but this is not SFM. This is GMOD. Let's do shoot. And now it's time to smooth it the heck out. Smoothing kind of feels like a cheat to me, but I also don't give a flipping F. I think it makes the animation look pretty fluid. I'm tired of people saying it looks smooth as the only compliment. I like adding weight to my animation. I like adding slight subtleties. I like adding sharp poses. You can't just boil all that down to smooth. It don't work too well for me. There we go. That's the entire animation. You're like, yeah, time to dive. Yeah. Look at that. It's a bit too weird at the end, but whatever. It works. I guess that's it. I don't want to animate the face. I couldn't care less.